Hey, it's me, MLB. Here is chapter 81 of Chance Ball, and this one is titled, It Begins. Okay, maybe she'll be okay with it being there tomorrow. I hope they don't have the chef on that day. I can't even call them to make sure of it. We're so close to the surprise, I can't slip up now. Once back at the hotel, Dabi opened the packet with the free shirt you'd been given. What the hell? He laughed when he opened it. What is it? You asked, poking your head out from the bathroom, where you were getting a bath reef for Komi. Dabi held up the shirt and showed it to you. Sexy egg flipper, he said, reading the quote on the front. It was a black shirt with white writing on it and an egg with a spatula under it. That's so random, you laughed. Maybe no one buys that shirt, that's why they gave it to us. Maybe, he chuckled. It's pretty long though, you commented when you saw the length. I could use it as a dress. Try it, Dabi offered, holding it out for you to take it. So you did, and stripped out of your soiled clothes and put it on. The cotton was so snuggly and the shirt fit really well, which annoyed you. You really wanted to hate it, but it was easily one of the most comfiest shirts you'd ever worn. Damn them, you grunted with a chuckle, scowling down at the shirt. It's so comfy. It looks it, Dabi replied, checking you out. Mummy, bath is ready, Komi called from where she was watching the water rising in the tub. Screw it, I'm going to wear it, you said with a shrug. Yeah, you do that, Dabi replied with amusement as he walked back into the bathroom to turn the taps off and get Missy K in the bath. That night, after Komi had fallen asleep, you and Dabi did it on every piece of furniture in the place. And once finished, you sighed and turned your head over your shoulder to kiss his quivering, breathless lips. It's been a perfect day, really, you panted. I love you, Daddy. I love you more, Mama, he panted. What are we doing tomorrow? You asked. He hummed. I can't exactly tell you that we're getting married, he thought. You want to go for a walk on the beach in the morning? You asked. Yeah, why not? Got no plans. He lied with a shrug. We're going to chill tomorrow. Spend a lot of time on the beach. Yeah, sounds good, you replied, still none the wiser to the big event that would be happening tomorrow. Poor Dabi couldn't sleep that night. He tossed and turned, worrying about this thing and that, and finally at 3 a.m. he crept out of bed while you slept and sent Fuji a message. Dude, can't sleep. He sent, you all set for tomorrow? Surprisingly, Fuji came back instantly with a reply. Yeah, bro, we're all set, don't stress. Why are you up at 3 a.m? Dabi then asked. Sexting with Susa, he replied, adding the devious emoji on the end. Are you texting me with a boner? Dabi asked. Correction, the boner's texting you right now on hands-free, he sent back, which made Dabi crack a smirk. Okay, good luck with that. See you tomorrow. Don't text me unless it's an absolute emergency. And if you do text, just ask something about pizza and I'll know to get away from you and to reply. Yeah, gotcha, he sent back. But nothing's going to go wrong, promise. For some reason, that's all Dabi needed to hear, and a weight lifted from his shoulders and his eyes hung heavy. Sweet, I'm going to go to sleep now. Cool, I'm about to nut, Fuji sent back. Okay, shoot your shot, Dabi replied, then turned his phone off and snuck back to bed. He did eventually get to sleep, but it felt like to him that as soon as his eyes closed he felt the little warm hands of his daughter on his face, and he popped an eye open to see her bright little eyes staring into his. Are you awake, Daddy? She asked in a chirpy voice, much too chirpy for 6 in the morning. Yep, he rasped, getting out of bed and picking her up to carry her out to the open area. He figured he'd let you sleep in a little bit. Around 9 a.m, you came wandering out with a big yawn and a stretch, and he greeted you with a loving hug. You sleep well? He asked your relaxed form. Yeah, I died. What about you? Yeah, same. He lied, the bags under his eyes making his face ache. You look a little dead still, you chuckled. You calling me a corpse? See, I knew you were into necromancy, he teased. Yeah, I'm never using the line over my dead body ever again, you replied cheekily to him, pushing off his body and turning back to the room. I'm going to get changed. But I'm something nice, he called. Why, it's a beach walk, you called back. Okay, true. Don't put on anything then, he called loudly. Are we going to the beach now? Komi asked excitedly. Yeah, baby. Go and get some clothes from your suitcase. I'll dress you. Yay! She sung as she jumped up from the floor and ran to the bedroom. Dabi glanced at the clock. It's still so early. We'll chill on the beach, then come back for lunch, then chill, and then it'll be go time. Daddy? Your words snapped him back to reality. Yeah, what? Sorry, what? He asked in confusion. You okay? You've been a bit of a space cadet these last few days, you asked with concern. What's up? No, I'm good. I'm just burnt out from training. Don't even... Yin? He warned when he saw the look on your face. He knew you were going to make a joke about being burnt. Okay, as long as you're okay, you said with a kiss to his cheek. Yeah, I'm good, he said, watching you walk away again. Only a few more hours, and then I'll be the happiest man alive. The morning ticked by very slowly for Dabi. He tried his best to act normal, but even though he seemed to be back to his real self, you couldn't help but feel like he still had some underlying tension there and kept close to him in the hopes that he would open up about what was bothering him. You went back to your place for lunch and just had something small, then put Koemi down for a nap and just chilled on the deck, looking out at the ocean and talking about random things. The warmth of the afternoon swept you up and slowly your eyes closed and you drifted off, leaving Dabi to stare at his watch. It's soon. It's so soon. I wonder if Koemi's awake. How do I wake them all up to make sure that we get down to the beach on time? He fidgeted nervously and then got up and searched for the rings and hid them in his pocket in preparation for the wedding. Finally, it was getting closer to time, and he left you sleeping on the deck and crept to his little girl's room to see if she was awake yet. She wasn't, so he checked his watch again and then crept to her bedside and gently stroked her back with his hand. Hey, baby, time to wake up. He gently patted her, and she took a deep breath in and stirred, turning her head the other way to look at him. Oh, hi, Daddy, she said in a sleepy voice. Hi, baby, he greeted with a smile. I've a big secret that I need you to keep from Mummy, okay? We're going to do a surprise for Mummy, like when we hid the chocolates from her, and then she got to enjoy them, okay? Do you remember that? Mm-hmm, she hummed, sitting up on the bed to listen to him. Okay, so what we're going to do is go for a walk, and a lady's going to come up to us and start talking. When you see that, you need to look around for Uncle Hunter and Auntie Susa, okay? They'll be hiding behind some trees, and they'll have a pretty dress for you to put on, okay? Oh, I love dresses, she exclaimed, putting her hands to her cheeks with excitement. I know, baby. And once you have the dress on, Uncle Hunter's going to tell you what to do, okay? Okay, Daddy, she exclaimed with excitement. Now it's a secret, okay? No telling Mummy, okay? Okay, Daddy, I pinky promise. Good girl. Now let's go wake up Mummy so we can go for a walk down on the beach, okay? Do you want to ask Mummy if we can go for a walk? Yeah, I want to walk on the beach again, she said, scrambling off the bed to go and ask you. Mom! Mummy! She called as she ran out onto the deck where you were sleeping. I want to walk on the beach. Wake up now so you and me and Daddy can go. You stirred and gave her a sleepy smile with one eye open and then looked back at where Dabi was standing in the doorway. Did I fall asleep? You mumbled sleepily. No, the fairies took you away. He replied with a smirk. Looks like Missy wants to go for another walk though. You down? Yeah, I'm coming, you mumbled, getting up off the chair and stumbling towards him. He grabbed you into a hug and you could feel his heart pounding in his chest. You looked up at him. You good? You asked. He had a funny expression on his face, but you didn't know what it meant, so you just gave him a weird look. What? Why? He asked in low-key panic. Your heart is literally running a marathon without you, you chuckled. I'm fine, he said, taking your hand in his. Let's go. Whoa, wait, can I at least go to the toilet first? You chuckled. What's the rush? Our wedding? Dabi thought with a calm expression on his face. He let you go to the bathroom. Then when you came back, he took your hand again and all three of you headed down to the beach. Dabi thought he looked calm and casual as he marched you down the beach, but you had this weird feeling that he was up to something. He wasn't talking, he wasn't relaxed, he was very focused and seemed to be walking very purposefully down the beach with a destination in mind. Koemi was running all over the place, and although Dabi was keeping one eye on her, he also seemed to be looking for someone ahead as well. Bro, you finally said to him, trying to catch his attention, what is up with you? Why are you being so uptight? Just then a lady approached you and stopped in front of you. Surprisingly, Dabi stopped as well. And there you stood, this random lady, with a book, you, and Dabi. Yin, Dabi, she greeted as she opened her book. It is with great pleasure that I meet you here today. You looked at Dabi, utterly confused. Meet? You asked him, and then her. Today, the lady spoke, you make all of these years come together as one. Today, you make a pledge. Huh? You asked, still not knowing what was going on. Just then, Koemi appeared beside you in a beautiful dress with a bucket that had rose petals in it, and she tossed them around with glee. What the? you exclaimed. Today, the lady said again, you stand together and bind yourselves as one in marriage. Marriage? You asked with surprise. Then it all clicked. Marriage? You said again. Wait, what? Yes, Yin, the lady said calmly with a smile. This is your wedding day. Your jaw dropped and you looked at Dabi, who was smirking at you, and you just lost it for a second. Yeah, Dabi, you asshole! You bellowed with a giant grin on your face as you lunged at him. He burst out into the happiest laughter of relief and grabbed you into a hug as you burst into tears. It's happening! I'll see you tomorrow for chapter 82 for the continuation of the surprise wedding for Yin. We'll see you there.